Soldier Boy, tell. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soldier.
Yo, it's just me. The birthday girl. Alright, so we are doing boxing. Boxing is seen as a very violent sport, when in reality it is violent, but it's more about your athleticism that goes into it, and how adept you are at dodging, at striking back, and I think more needs to be focused on your athletic ability versus your ability to hurt somebody. Yeah, we want to promote it as a workout routine and abolish the stereotypes that it's reserved only for aggressive, macho, and uncontrolled personality stereotypes, or like personality tropes and stuff.
Like take something that's seen negative and turn it into a more positive thing. And we've done there's so many boxing clubs and even for young kids. That
Everywhere
go on,
around Seattle.
Everywhere,
yeah. It's incredible.
The one problem is though, before we go into this, we were not able to film in the classes, but
for marketing reasons, a little screenshot of the email will pop up right now.
But I mean, the classes, they were good though, and we did get an interview out of one of them. The guy was
so chill.
Just he's I would let you videotape in the class, but he's not the one that owns the place.
Yeah.
Getting swole.
They're swole gods,
Trying?
honestly, swole gods. And then one more other reason why we want to do this, because we want to learn something new, step out of our comfort zone, and we all are like to
work out.
We all like to do be active and stuff, and we wanted to do a healthy and mentally beneficial activity.
Okay, so basically, before we just go into this little video, we just wanted to make it so it made more sense. And we are going to actually, when we're done in the future of going to our boxing classes and everything, and we know we can't film, so we are just going to demonstrate some things we've learned.
Just a little lesson for you guys.
A little something.
So you don't have to watch a YouTube video. Anyways, okay, well, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to be teaching you how to do a wrap. This is essential for boxing so you don't injure yourself when you're hitting things. It absorbs the shock of the punch as you hit something, so your bone doesn't bruise and your muscles don't tear, and things are just generally better for you after the fact. Alright, so first, there's a loop at the end of the wrap. You put your thumb through it, like this, so it looks like that. And then you're going to wrap it 3 times around your wrist. It's going to be like this, and then you're going to wrap it 3 times around the front of the hand, like so. And then you're going to want to bring this through each of these fingers in an X formation. So it's going to go like this, like that, and then between your ring finger and your middle finger, and then between your pointer finger and your middle finger, like that. And then you wrap it 1 time around the thumb, like that. Oh shit. I'm nervous. And then you flip your hand over like this. You wrap it 1 time around your thumb, and then you flip back over. And then at this point, you wrap 2 times around the knuckles. And then if you have any more wrap at this point, you're just gonna wanna waste it and just try and get the parts that are less covered by the wrap. And it's gonna feel pretty thick, but that's what you want, because you don't want any injuries. And then you're gonna wrap it like so, the Velcro attaches, and you're gonna punch. Now that you got your wrist wrapped up, ready to go for the fight, now it's time for your gloves. A lot of gloves will have lace sometimes, but the better ones have Velcro, because we're not about working. And honestly, it's just you slide in, Velcro up, like so. Okay, now you're ready to go. And typically you'll wear some kind of head guard. I just don't have it with me right now, but it's safer because if you're actually throwing punches and hits and you get hit in the face, you don't want a concussion. Whoa there.
So the first most important thing about a match, for a beginner at least, is knowing how to make sure your stance is right and having good footwork.
First thing you're going to need to know, you're going to have to keep your spine straight when you're moving around. This will make sure your back doesn't crunch over and you'll have faster reaction time. Except for when you're getting hit in the head and you need to dodge or block, minimal tilt in your spine just so your head movement's a little quicker. Make sure you don't get knocked out quick and easy. Next, you want to keep your stance very narrow. This makes sure that you can move your feet quickly in any direction and you won't be caught off balance. Thirdly, you're always going to want to stay on the balls of your toes. Wait, what is it actually called?
Balls of your feet.
Balls of your feet. Thirdly, you're going to want to stay on the balls of your feet. And this is so you can quickly move around and lay the knockout hammer on your opponent. And then also you're going to want to take small steps. If you take a big step when you punch, you're going to overcommit and get KO'd. Now to Robin with some punching technique.
First, I'm going to show you the basic jab technique that we learned. Obviously, just from what Sean said about like the foot placement and everything, you gotta make sure that. But the main thing is hand placement, because when you go in for a basic jab like that, so you have to keep your hands in front of your face. Because when you go in for the basic jab, you basically just turn your wrist and keep it like parallel with the ground to go in for the basic jab to the face. But you gotta make sure this arm's still up, because a lot of times your other opponent will go in at the same time and will actually nail you in the face. So with any punch, you gotta make sure your hands are protecting your face, always like moving, you know.
Okay.
You know, yeah. So, you know, you gotta keep them up. Little jab. So after learning the first basic jab, we're gonna add a little somewhat extra to it, you know the deal. The uppercut. So usually with your dominant hand, you're gonna go in with the jab, and right after the jab, you come up and hit him like, you know, with a little something right there. Okay. Okay, so for the example, arms up, you know, moving around, going up. You go.
Are you okay? Did he break his tooth?
Yes. Okay, boxing gym numero uno. We are headed to Cappy's boxing gym. Don't know a lot about it, but we're gonna go in, hopefully get a class, learn how to box. Okay, here we are, Cappy's boxing gym. Hey, time to get.
It's closed. Okay, well, next time we are gonna actually look up the hours because it's closed and we just drove into Seattle. So now
Live and learn.
we're gonna go get some eats, you know, gotta get the gains.
Yeah. What's
Montage coming right now.
Skillet? I mean, left, because it's going to be a lot harder to find parking to the right. I'll send a cookie in.
Okay, so another failure. Place closed only for to go, but we still got some delicious eats. Time to get absolutely shredded. Hey, what's up, guys? So we're on our way to our first boxing
Take
gym.
exit 3B, then merge onto Rainier Avenue
what's
South.
it called? Acaro boxing gym. So we called and it didn't pick up, but hopefully we can still box. We'll see how this goes.
Hey, these are the things you do for film.
Yeah.
Got you into boxing in the first place?
What got me boxing? Honestly, I always wanted to box. I just knew that it's something that I wanted to have a career in.
Really?
I wanted to be a athlete. I wanted to be the boxer actually in the ring. But then going through it, having the platform of having a gym. Trisha's the head owner of the gym.
yeah.
Trisha Turton, she's the owner, head coach. And then competed for it for a little bit.
Really?
And then what helped me not compete was knowing that we have this gym space and platform from everyone to have that.
How do you like what do you do here? Like, you help people like like getting out anger, like learning how to defend themselves?
Yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily getting away from anger or getting rid of anger, but if someone wants to use that as a way of vessel, definitely come in, hit the punching bags, get some releases in through there. But when we're doing sparring, we're working on our control sparring. We're making sure that everybody is learning, getting something out of it, and not just here to get beat up. So our main thing that we do is help people with boxing fundamentals. Our Kero Boxing likes to focus on boxing mechanics a lot.
And we're gonna start taking some classes to learn ourselves because we want to like get into the experience. What do you recommend for like beginners?
I would say get into it here. We have our schedule.
Okay.
So you guys can always check this online, ourkeroboxing.com. Anything that's in yellow is our fitness classes. First class is free. Come into that one. You guys can check out if you like the vibe of our gym. And then we'll be here. So just come by any of those classes. Check out our Kero Boxing on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And that's where we like to keep everything in the loop.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you so much.
What's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan Omar.
Nice to meet you, Omar.
Robin Omar. Nice to meet you.
Hi guys!
So happy to be back with you. We're going to talk about what we learned from our experience boxing, learning how to box, basically just like give you a rundown of what we got out of the experience so you might be able to want to do it too. Yeah.
And definitely one thing, like coming into this, the stereotypes we like knew about boxing, how people just want to get all their like anger out in boxing, and it was like to teach people how to fight, and it was a very brutal sport that people looked at. So, but actually coming out of this, we learned it does basically the opposite, as it helps you control like your emotions and helps you actually like let out anger in like a productive. I think it definitely helps me get like better hand-neck coordination through the sport, just like understanding how to react to other people's movements faster and quicker. So, you know, I thought it was fun.
So overall, better, like more emotional maturity coming out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And better hand-eye coordination is basically the themes of what she went through. Now, Sean, you my guy.
So I came into it because I'm a big fitness guy, and I wanted another way to like get in shape and maybe even a more.
Get swole. Sorry.
Nice. And so also I do not like cardio at all because treadmills are horribly boring, and so I was researching it, and boxing is supposed to be a great way to do cardio. Really intense, actually, high intensity bouts of cardio that will torch calories and build muscle while it's also fun, which is a good thing. And then also, it's really good for your heart, and I don't know, like I don't really want to have heart disease when I'm older, so finding ways to make sure my heart is healthy and strong was always in my plan. And it's an enjoyable way to do it, so.
You got to get healthful too sometimes.
True. I also getting big, bro.
The big thing that boxing helped me with was decreasing my stress levels, because I'm very fucking stressed all the time. I learned that it increases the level of endorphins in your body. It boosts your mood and works as a form of meditation. In addition to this, it improves your sleep, and all of these things help to reduce stress. And when you're in such a, like, the way it like did for me at least is like when I'm in such a high intensity workout with like lots of like bouts of great bodily strain, you don't have the mental capacity or the emotional space to worry about things weighing you down, like school, this project, work, like family, like it just like it kind of adds a place for you to escape from with your emotions.
So one thing, like I definitely recommend it. I thought it was like a great workout because also you're so concentrated on doing something else in the moment where you don't even realize you're getting as much cardio, and it's like a full body workout. It really helps you like strengthen in certain areas too. You can really focus. So like when you're out doing like other things like skiing.
And another thing that I thought was pretty interesting was I assumed that most of the people would be pretty annoying, because I was kind of like, the image in my head was some like super cocky guy who just like wants to beat the crap out of other people.
Sounds
but
like you.
But they were actually really nice, and every single person I talked to was like super kind and helpful, and really just wanted to do it for the sport and wasn't trying to do it to like necessarily hurt other people. And it seems like an environment where a lot of the people is community based. And I don't know, it seemed like people got along well.
Yeah. It was super different from a lot of other like places when you go into like a workout class, because sometimes it just feels like really competitive and just like all the people around you, you don't want to be like judged and everything, but it was a super open community.
They're all so welcoming. They want you to
Yeah.
like start liking it because they're so aware of the false stereotypes around them. They're all trying to break it, and it felt good being a part of like a person that did break that stereotype. Yeah. Okay. So overall, really positive experience. We recommend. It's so much fun. It's a really great way to get fit if you guys are anyone is
Get
looking
swole.
for that. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Well, thanks for watching
Hey.
our video.